Welcome to Steve 87th, Puget Sound and Pacific Railroad.
Hi everyone, this is Steve 87th PSAP Railroad, or Puget Sound and Pacific. This is my channel, and I just wanted to invite you guys to come along and watch as I build my railroad, build up some kits, do some kit bashing, and running trains like the one behind me. So if this is what you guys like to watch, stick around for a while and see if you like the channel. All right, model railroaders, I just wanted to let you guys know what one of the things are that I'm going to be doing for the next month while I'm still stuck at home. I've decided to enter the Walthers National Model Railroad Build-Off. It's the first time that they've ever done it. Now, this is a competition where you actually get prizes. Here's the prizes for the different teams. The only requirement that you have to do to get into the thing is to actually pay for a kit from Walthers. Now, the dates started with February 10th and the kits began shipping on the 15th, and May 15th was when entries are due. But if you go to the Walthers website, they've decided to extend that out a little bit more. But one of the things that I wanted to let you guys know is you basically buy a kit, and there's several different kits that you can buy. Go to the Walthers site. It's a lot easier than me trying to tell you all of them. You basically have to build a module of the size that's told you to be built, right? Whether if you're an adult individual of 15 years or older, you have to build a 4x2 module. It has to have a train, tracks on it. It doesn't have to have a train. It doesn't have to run. It can just be a module of that size. Or if you guys get a bunch of people together, you can do a 6x2 module. But here's the big kicker. When you buy this $50 worth of stuff, or in my case, the $100 worth of stuff, which I'm going to show you, it's a really good deal. So maybe even if you don't finish it off for the contest, you might just be able to get something that you've been looking for at Walthers for a huge discount, almost 50%. So I entered as an adult individual, so I spent $100, and let me go show you what it is that I got for the $100. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we got inside this box that I got from Walthers. And remember, it was $100 because I'm doing this as an individual to enter this contest. So the item that I chose to do, just because I did it before, and I also need it for my new train set, has to do with farm stuff. Okay? So let's see what's in the box besides all the pillows. Sparky, did you need some pillows? I think I got some for you if you want them. I think I can send them to Canada. You might guys be able to have that air up there. Okay, so first thing we got, crossing gate. Forklift. Oops, sorry. Let me put it in the picture there. We got a forklift. Let me make sure you guys saw the Walthers Scene Master crossing gate, which is electrified. Forklift with a forklift operator on it. We got pallet jacks from Scene Masters. We got 2 packages of wooden pallets. And then we got 2 packages of sacks. All right? So that's the first part of it. Then we also got a set of utility poles. Oops, didn't get that then. The grain dryer. A grain conveyor system, which I've got a couple of those already. Sunrise feed mill. A storage shed on pilings. And a grain bin. So the packet that I actually bought for was to build a feed store. Now, I don't actually have a feed store that's going to be on my new train setup. However, I do have a chicken feed ranch area. Basically, it's a chicken farm. But they have a huge terminal for a feed plant. So along with this, you can actually add extra stuff to it. But you're supposed to basically use these. And for me, it's going to be on a 2x4 setup, 2 foot wide by 4 foot wide. Has to have a rail on it. So luckily, this is a rail served industry. And you have to be able to do it. And it has some other restrictions and all that kind of stuff. But again, even if you don't enter the contest, there's over $100 worth of stuff here, guys. And the top prize for a single person, I think, was $500, and a team or something like that was $1,000, or it might be $1,000 and $2,000 and all that. And they had this. They had a town set up. There's a couple of other things that they had too. I think they had a farm set up. So there's like 4 different things that you can make out of each one of them. So again, even if you don't enter the contest, which they want you to enter the contest, for $100 for a single person or something like that, that's a lot of stuff to make. So take a check, look at it, go ahead and go out to Walters and check it out. It's really kind of neat, and I hope to be filming some of my progress along the way while I'm doing the build on this one. The other thing is you are allowed to bring in some other things. So I actually have, since I've got a prototype, I'll show you guys what the prototype looks like when I start. So this is pictures of the prototype that I'm looking at building. So you can see it's got a lot of stuff up top. This is Briarwood Farms. It actually is a rail-served feed industry for a large chicken ranch operation that they have down in central Washington. So a little bit of scratch building here. The very, very front is the main track, and then you can see the siding that's over there. They also have this covered area for the feed trucks to come in. So there's a rail that drops everything in there, but they also have the feed trucks that come and picks it up and takes it and distributes it to all the rest of the farms in the area. Here's a side shot. I couldn't get everything that I wanted to, but I actually got some of these other containers and tanks and all that I'm going to be using, and I'll probably have to buy a few more. You can see that there's the drainers and the dryers and some of the other surge tanks and stuff that are in there, as well as that item in the container and all. And you can see how the railroad tracks are, really divergent over there. I'm going to see how closely I can mimic this top section, which you can see that there's a couple of the little grain elevators in there, and then all of the distribution to all of the different tanks that are there. Of course, we're probably going to have to condense this down for the HO scale module. I took some backdrop pictures that I'm hoping that I can put on the backdrop. I was taken in fall, so this won't be too bad, but those are the buildings that are actually behind the feed. So here's a satellite picture. You can see there's the main line right over there by Highway 12, and then you can see that there's the siding, and then past the actual feed bins and all is another split. Somewhere in there, I know it's kind of hard to see, but there is a building that kind of is the feed building in amongst all of those tanks and things. So I'm going to see how much of this I can make, and then you can see how there's the big driveway with the big swing for the trucks to come around. So there's a lot of opportunity to sort of condense this down into the 2x4 layout, and hopefully if I do a good enough job, I'll actually enter in the contest. If not, this will be the module on the bigger layout that I'm going to have of the Puget Sound and Pacific Railroad, and this is an actual real thing that the Puget Sound and Pacific Railroad actually services. So, model railroaders, there you have it. So I'm going to go ahead and try to build that, scratch build it, as a new module and all that. And again, even if you don't participate, I just went and looked. The package that I have is actually sold out. There's a larger package for a grain works. There is downtown city areas. There's old time areas. There's modern areas. You can look in the juniors department and all that. So like I said, even if you don't enter the contest, you get a lot of models and a lot of items for the price of entry. So check it out, and I hope to show you a little bit of my progress along the way and the final item that I'm doing. This is also going to start me on building module layout that will go into my new house that I will get eventually when I go to retire and all that. So as I can build those modules up, I can just stack them away or put them away or something, maybe take them out and run them and all that. But then when I get to the new place, I can just start hooking them up and have a layout ready to go. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and comment below if you'd like to, subscribe, and if you want to get a bargain, go over to Walthers and check this out. They've got some pretty good bargains going on right now. Okay, take it easy.